While we wait, I made this Hawk 2,
Okay, we are recording.
Alright, we're good?
We're good. Start it off.
Alright. Welcome to the first Wild Boys podcast.
The first Wild Boys podcast.
The first Wild Boys podcast, it's here, it's out.
It's the first of many, as they say.
Yeah, as we say.
To join us here, we have a brand new member of the Wild Boys. You don't know him. His name is Brandon. Say hi.
Yo, it's your boy Big Daddy. How you guys doing?
Big Daddy. Oh, we're doing fine, Brandon. We're doing just fine. So, let's get started off here. Our math teacher was a bitch this week, and it's really getting to my fucking nerves. Every goddamn day we're talking about 9/11, we're just talking about men shit, right? We're having fun, and she's being a bitch like always, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I agree. I agree.
Brandon, how do you feel about our math teacher being a bitch?
Yo, she's a bitch.
Huge. Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
it's messed up.
It's messed up. Okay, but let's get into some real conversations here. What do you do, John?
What do you mean, like, what, in my free time?
What the fuck do you do? Because, you watch Joe Rogan, he's like, oh, he brings archaeologists on. Like, why the fuck are you on my podcast?
Oh, you want to know why I'm on your podcast?
I think it's actually our podcast, because it's our podcast.
I experienced 9/11 from the eyes nobody else experienced.
Really? Tell me about it.
I was actually on top of the tower.
By the way, I just realized something. There's going to be an activate Windows sign in this recording. This whole time.
Where?
The bottom right. It's going to say activate Windows.
When?
The whole time. It's going to say activate Windows.
I don't see it on the stream. I haven't.
Oh, really? It says it on my... Oh,
Yeah,
you're going to still see it
well,
because it's on my screen.
Yeah, it's working out.
Brandon, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah, Brandon, who are you?
Why the fuck are you in this stream?
No, because I have to spread awareness of child abusement, okay? I mean, I'll beat the hell out of my wife, but there's no room for...
You can't talk about beating the hell out of your wife in the first minute of the video. No! We need to get monetized. No! Brandon, I'm gonna cut you off. I will cut you off. I'm cutting him off. He's off. He's off the stream. We kicked him out.
So this is a crisp $1 bill. Dinero.
He got back on somehow. He got back on. This is going to shit.
This is probably one of the worst podcasts you've ever seen in your life.
No, this is the greatest podcast we've ever... So
Brandon!
Brandon! Talk about who you are. You're brand new to everybody in the Wild Boys community.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you just ear-raped me.
Alright, so who I am? My name's Big Daddy. I'm from
Big Daddy.
Ukraine. I bombed the fuck out of Putin, and I beat the shit out of Bears with my left nut.
What?
I'm a huge ass Eagles fan. I'm a huge ass Mets fan. This is all here.
You know what he sounds like to me?
No, this is not
A person that can't shut the fuck up so we can have a real podcast! Shut the fuck up! We're trying to podcast! Shut up! No, we're trying to podcast here. But you know how interesting that is, that whole Ukraine war bullshit? Fucking Putin over there with his huge cock laid it out on Zelensky's face, and Zelensky's basically sucking his dick.
Yo, I'm about to talk to my boy Zelensky. He's about to pound your fucking ass.
Yeah, call Zelensky. He's a comic who likes to show his cock out to everyone he knows. God.
Holy shit.
This is supposed to be a podcast. Calm yourself. Podcast. Do you even know what podcast is? Pod is calm. It stands for calm. It's called a Comcast. This is from now on going to be called a Calmcast and not a podcast. God damn it! That John's shaking his head over there. He's not even fucking talking.
I'm gonna leave the call just so I can hear the stream a little bit better.
He hasn't said one fucking word. So now, by the way, you're still not talking, John. But
Yeah.
But Brandon now just left the call so you could hear the stream better. Is he retarded?
Is he dumb?
Okay, I think our podcast member just actually left the podcast.
This has never been seen before.
He wanted to hear the podcast better, so he left. He's calling you back. We're getting okay.
Oh, we're getting.
But we will open our audio lines to anybody that would like to listen. We'll put them on the stream later on. We'll take some calls later on.
Oh, we actually have plans for
We have plans
a
later
podcast, probably episode 10 or something.
Episode 10, I'd say. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do it in person podcast.
So,
Of course,
everyone watching the stream, I just realized I'm a fucking idiot and I left the shit.
How many times can the F word be said before we can't get but we already can't get monetized.
No, we are so monetizable. We are so monetizable. Okay, boys. Let's get started. So, how do we feel that this is episode 1? Because we've been, if you don't know, guys, we've been trying to do this for a while now.
Yeah, actually, the FBI has been down my butthole.
We haven't took that much time into trying, but I think we've been talking about a Wild Boys podcast for as long as the Wild Boys have existed, right?
Yeah, probably about a year now. Actually, March 4th was the Wild Boys 1-year anniversary.
Wow, happy anniversary to
I wanted to
Wild
do
Boys.
a video for it, but I didn't know what to do.
So we are actually gonna get this podcast. So this podcast, we could consider it a 1-year anniversary and a new beginning, a new beginning
Yeah,
to
season 2.
Yeah, season 2, a new beginning to Wild Boys, a new beginning to Wild Boys. Because this content is much easier to film. People don't. I know you guys won't really give 2 fucks, but it's gonna be much easier to film. It's gonna be fun. You get to hear our takes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Get to hear about the size of poops I had.
oh, let's talk about that.
People want to know.
Let's talk about it. What size poops have you had recently?
Today it was actually not that bad. It was actually just a tiny normal size.
A normal size.
But the other day, it was a 12.
It was a what?
It was a 12-footer.
A 12-footer? How the hell does that even fit? How the hell does that even fit? How the fuck does that even fit? Buddy, you have a skeleton in your background. Does that symbolize anything?
No. It's just it's actually hiding this little scuff in my wall.
What's hiding a scuff? How did you get the scuff in your wall?
Yeah, it's hiding a little stuff in my wall.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You
Oh, your skeleton fell, dickhead.
Shut up. It doesn't matter.
Where the fuck is Brandon gone?
Brandon has not said anything.
We are sorry, guys, for Brandon's inability to speak.
Yeah, he's kind of brain dead.
But if you don't know the difference between my voice and Brandon's, I'm the Black Santa guy. You can obviously see I'm very Caucasian. Sorry, black. I'm very black. Very black.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Brandon, what the this is supposed to be a pot. This is more like a Brandon, stop fucking talking.
Wow, Brandon's really ruining this stream.
They're really ruining this stream podcast. Okay, but let's get back to it. So let's first off, because I think.
Okay, can we get bogged on out in the chat, please? Can we get a shout out to our #1 viewer?
Oh, he's watching us. We're getting.
He's watching. Can we get a shout out?
Bro, shut up. But I think the #1 thing that people want to hear, right? They want to hear us. They want to know us. They want to hear our takes. But
see how many butthole hitters we have.
yeah, but I think they also mainly want to hear how we get Wild Boys done. Like, let's talk about the production of a Wild Boys video, because not everybody knows.
Get into that. This is a theory that I believe is true, that every $1 bill has been in a.
I think I'm the one that told you that back in like 6th grade.
Shane told me every $1 bill has been in a stripper that guy.
Yeah, it's a theory. If you guys ever watched Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio? Love cocaine. love $1 bills, and Brandon's really ruining this podcast by just screaming like
Yeah,
bitch.
so if you want to be in the next podcast episode, let me know.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll have a better...
You'll be our special guest.
Yeah, I'm like Brandon. He's special in the brain.
The Wild Boy... Well, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll call the Wild Boys Podcast, and we'll have special guests.
Next time, we might have a homeless guy on.
That'd be fucking sick.
Awesome.
That's why you gotta watch for next time, right? We're gonna have a homeless guy. But I think we should talk about the production of the video, because...
the production of a Wild Boys video.
The production of... Well, how about you get started, because you're mainly... I would say that you have... How would we say this, actually? I would say you're the brains behind the production, and I'm more of the brains behind, like, what we do, I guess, right?
Exactly. That pretty that sums it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the editor, and then you're like the guy that's like, okay, let's go do this. Let's film this.
Yeah.
You were basically the production guy of the Sopranos episode.
I was. In the episode, we did some acting, and I made the lines, we did some stuff. If there are any bad lines, don't get mad at me, because okay, there was one line in the Sopranos episode that pisses me off. It's right after Brennan, our friend Brennan, he becomes the Don, right? He's Tony Soprano in the face. He becomes the Don, and he goes, oh, and he's talking to fucking Brody. He's talking to Brody, right? And he's talking about how he's gonna join, like, the mob, because he just committed a whack, right?
Is that the punishment one?
No, that's it's when
one was bad.
Brody's getting introduced to the mob, right? Because he killed the guy. But it's like he's taking the oath. He's taking the oath.
Was that the scene that I was supposed to flip?
No, that's the one where he's just sitting down, like, in our basement after he becomes the Don and after Brody kills the guy, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking to Brody because he's becoming... So in the mob, they have to take this oath. I forget what the oath is called, but it's basically the death oath. It's basically saying you can't rat, and if you rat, we will kill you, right? And the performance, and he basically went, if you ever rat out the family, you will die. And that pissed me off so much.
I hated that line, bro.
Because there's no effort into it. It's so rushed, and oh my god.
You can tell he looks confused after saying it.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't know what he's saying in that line. He just... I told him, say something like this, and he said the exact thing I told him to say.
That was bad.
That was bad.
Bro,
but,
the ending of it was bad. I mean, like, Alex just wanted to hoop.
Alex is a hooper. He wanted to hoop.
Alex just wanted to hoop the entire time.
The Wild Boys cinematic universe, which I don't really like to say because I don't like Marvel and that Avengers shit, but it's really growing. Yeah, it's really growing, I guess.
I think number 3 was the...
Oh, we got... Somebody followed. Who followed?
Oh, good. Great.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't show you out right now who followed because I don't want to... We're recording this podcast. Oh, look, your name popped up right there. Look.
I saw that. That was sick. Oh my god.
Drakey Boo Boo Bear. Thank you, Drakey Boo Boo Bear.
Let's go.
Okay, where was I?
Anyways.
No, where was I? Do you know?
Oh, the cinematic universe of the Wild Boys.
Oh yeah, the cinematic universe. It's growing, and if you didn't know, actually, we have an Easter egg in every episode about every other episode.
Yeah.
So go back and watch the episodes. Try to find the Easter egg, and if you do, you get a. We'll shout you out in the next podcast if you do.
Exactly.
But I'm sorry, I don't know where Mr. Slovakinator or Big Daddy left.
Fat guy in the bottom is.
We kind of have some production issues making it, but we're doing good. Okay.
It's scuffed, but we make it work.
I think that's the Wild Boys. That should be the motto of the channel.
Wild Boys way.
Yeah, that's the Wild Boys way. That's our code. It's scuffed, but it works, and it's damn good content.
Mm-hmm.
It's damn fine. It's damn fine, as they say.
Damn fine, alright.
It's damn fine. So I'm just gonna get a drink here.
And other stuff. I mean, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for Wild Boys. What is it, 8 now?
Yeah, let's talk about yeah.
Wild Boys 8. I mean, we could go many ways here. We could do a Sopranos 2. We could.
Yeah.
I mean, figuring out Wild Boys ideas is hard.
It's hard to figure them out. But once we figure it out and we get everybody, then it kind of rolls. You know what I'm saying? It rolls.
Yeah, it just kind of happens.
Back to the production aspect of it. It happens, right? Like
it just happens.
It just happens. That's another quote of ours we should put it.
It just happens. I mean, Wild Boys 5 is pretty much random.
Wild Boys 5 was perfectly. We had the idea that we want to camp overnight, and then we just went off of that.
There is one thing I would change. I would probably take out some clips that are in there.
And add some of us, like, chopping trees down and stuff.
Yeah, there was some I wish I added in. And, I mean, I wish we actually slept over in the fort.
Yeah, I'm not fucking doing that.
I know, that was rolled over the huge wolf spider right where I was about to sleep.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not doing that.
I would have done it if there wasn't a huge spider. Give me a tent and I'll do it.
Yeah, give me a tent and I'll do it. But like sleeping on the ground.
If we got a tent, we would have to go down more.
We would.
Because it's more flat down there. It's scary there though.
We were fucking seeing animals. It was fun. We had like a bonfire. We couldn't show you all of the content because YouTube doesn't like a lot of it, so.
Yeah, there was some parts in there. There was actually, believe it or not, there was a hard R in there by someone.
Who, Jonathan?
I don't know, Jonathan wasn't there.
Oh! Oh, that's a mystery. Go back and watch that one. See, you said the hard R.
It's not in there anymore.
Okay. Okay.
I uploaded it, in the first 2 minutes I watched it, I'm like, wait.
And it also got taken. We had to premiere that episode like 5 times. It probably would have done better view-wise if we didn't have to premiere it 10 times.
Yeah.
Because the first
Frank Sinatra actually came at me.
Yeah.
Because I used the song.
You did,
But
Frank.
then I was like, oh, but Shane's in the video. He's like, oh, I know that guy. I went back. Yeah.
Frank Sinatra loves me. Actually, if you didn't know, me and him are.
He's the only reason I'm allowed to use his music.
Yeah, we actually have a thing by Frank Sinatra himself that we're allowed to use his music. Frank Sinatra Jr. said that we're allowed to, so.
Yeah, it's true.
How does Joe Rogan do this for 5 hours with no drinks?
I don't know. I think it's because he's smoking the whole time.
He's smoking. Yeah. I was gonna say that.
He just smokes the whole time. I got my Shrek mug.
But speaking of Wild Boys 5, we've done this before, but we've never showed it. We rank our episodes a lot.
We do.
In ranking. We want to hear your guys' opinion on this, but I think the unanimous one... It's hard because the first 3 are easy, and then like the last ones are just like, they fall in line.
Yeah, like the Halloween one is alright.
Halloween one's alright. It's the first 3, because it's 5, 7, or 3. Like, it depends on your style of Wild Boys.
Number 3, I feel like, is like, it's a classic. Number 5 is like the heart of Wild Boys.
That's the thing. Number 5 is like the most. It's to its core what Wild Boys was originally made to be, right? But
yeah, Wild Boys.
We got the Cops Cult, but then 7, I think it's our best production. I mean, it has to be our best production.
Oh yeah.
3 is definitely our second best production. We had a ton of edits and it was fun. We had a ton of people added to quote unquote the universe. Yeah. So I think, in my opinion, everybody's is different. But in my opinion, just because at that time I loved The Sopranos, I think
It also depends when you started watching.
What do I like the most? See, I wasn't really a part of. I was a part of, like, I think I was even in 2 for one scene.
You were in 2 for a little bit.
Literally, I think 1 scene.
Number 1, you were in for like 1 scene.
Yeah, because the first few times we filmed, I was sick and I had to go home and stuff.
Yeah, and then number 3, you're in it. Number 4, you're not in it.
I'm not. I'm in 5, 6, and 7 though.
We don't talk about 4.
4 is crazy. See, I think the reason why I like 3, 5, and 7 3, 5, and 7 are my favorites, but also I like them better. But of course I have a bias because I'm in them, right? So.
Yeah.
But I ranking it,
You know, it'd be fun to see Wild Boys where I'm not in it and it's just you guys doing stuff.
I think I'm gonna put Wild Boys 3 as #1, just because I think it kicked off the series. I know we had 1 and 2, but I think the series without 3 would have died down.
I think that's when we picked up, really. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, without 3, I don't think we would have been able to hit 5 or 7 or even do this podcast right now, right?
That is true.
And then 5 and 7, I'll go 7, then 5. I know. In your opinion, I think at least I've heard you. 5 is your favorite, right?
Yeah.
Explain that one, because I explained my 3.
I mean, I like number 5 the most. I think it's also because it was a fun day. I mean, it was a great day.
We were doing a Georgia tailgate. The cops got called. Again, there's a lot of cut content out of that one.
You know, we did a pred catch.
Yeah, we did. We did actually. We did do a pred catch.
Oh, I like pred catches.
But I had a Roku remote on me that we called a knife, so YouTube had to take it down.
Roku remote was bad.
Roku remote. From now on, I think we call it the Roku remote incident in the Wild Boys
Roku remote
universe.
is an inside joke that you just have to know to know.
If anybody ever plans on making Wild Boys Iceberg, you have to put that on like the lowest tier.
Yeah, the Roku remote incident.
You want I think we should explain it to them.
You know what? Since it's the first episode in the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, we'll explain that. Okay.
I think you should explain it. I mean, it all came from
Yeah, it happened with me. So I decided to pussy out, of course, right? Because Shane doesn't like spiders. Shane likes outdoors. Shane does not like spider. Okay, Shane does not like spider. So I said, no, fuck this. I'm not gonna go sleep there. Right? So everybody out, because it was like 11 o'clock at night, they decided, okay, we're gonna go back up and sleep there. They were going about halfway up the street, and some little, we won't be rude, but some kids, right? Some kids started shooting them. And I was watching my Georgia versus Kentucky football game. And just so happens, the Georgia Bulldogs were only winning by 1 goddamn point. My Bulldogs, I probably shouldn't be getting hanged up on the Bulldogs, but I was watching the Bulldogs game with the Roku remote in my underwear. So they came fucking running down, my friends, talking about how they're gonna get shot. They're getting shot and shit. So I run up there and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking stab you. Because they were shooting me and shit, and they were threatening me and shit. So I said, I'm gonna stab you. But guess what? I had a Roku remote all along. It wasn't my knife. I had my knife next to me, but I didn't think about pulling my knife. I thought about pulling my Roku remote. So I pulled the Roku remote. Cops got called. They're like, do you say you're gonna stab him? I'm like, yeah, but I had a Roku remote. And they're like, ha ha, Roku remote! Who the fuck is this guy? Giovanni Cabrera. Thank you, Mr. Giovanni. You have a very nice Italian Latino name, and I love it. I love the name. You're gonna be in our plaque. You're gonna be in our 1-year Wild Boys plaque.
Yeah. The Wild Boys naked meet and greet.
The naked meat, yes, the naked meat. That's also like bottom tier. You would only know about that if you were part of Wild Boys production team.
There's some Wild Boys members that are in the universe, but you barely ever see.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin, of course. Kevin's like
Tamir, you don't see much. Jonathan.
Tut's been it, but the thing about Tut is Tut actually gets offered to come more, and he says yes. Like, the thing about Tut, right, is he could have been in more. Versus a person like, I'd say, like Kevin, we've only, like, the only time he ever came, we didn't even really ask him.
He was there.
So you want to explain Wild Boys 3? How about you explain it?
Wild Boys 3 only happened because Shane's baseball game got canceled. Yeah,
so me, Tamir, Kevin, Brody. Yeah. So we were playing baseball that day. It was pouring rain, and it got canceled. And we still had all of our baseball shit. And we're like, perfect time to film Wild Boys. So we asked the boys. We corralled them. We corralled them into like a pen. Then we walked down. We got some Subway. Because I usually get Subway before my baseball games. I don't know why. It's like every baseball player has a tradition. The Yankees, if they're in the slump, they wear a golden thong. Okay.
Mine's getting naked.
Yours is getting naked during the game.
Yeah, it gets sweaty.
I wear a golden thong, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the Yankee tradition. If you don't get it,
Wow.
if you don't get a hit in 10 games in a row, then you have to wear the golden thong until you get a hit.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. So we went down there, got some Subway. No, yeah, we had that whole day. So there's a lot of people in that one specifically that you're probably not going to see as much.
Mm-hmm.
And Brennan played baseball that year, actually. Sorry, Brennan. You're very important.
Brennan's there too.
Brennan's very important in the universe.
Yes, very.
And
You know,
still,
he's actually got a shirt off in Wild Boys 5, because I know you guys are freaks and like to make fan art.
yeah, you guys make a ton of fan art and
Bro,
fan
the
fics.
Wild Boys Rule 34 category, oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
that's bad.
I was actually thinking, because bro, I've been talking about the iceberg. Now I actually want to make an iceberg with you. I want to make an iceberg video after
That
this.
would be sick.
We've already made the ranking one, but yeah, we should make an iceberg video about the Wild Boys. That'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
That'd be fucking sick.
That would be awesome. Ooh. What happened to our little, fat guy friend?
He texted me about 10 minutes ago that he's gonna wait till he gets a webcam.
Oh, okay, so that's probably gonna be never.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we all know.
Have you, so 7, right? Now, we talked about the big 3. We have 3 big ones, I call them, the big 3, right? So let's talk about 7 finally. You take the reins with this one. You talk about 7.
I was actually looking for a webcam, because I actually had one, I was gonna give it to you.
Even though I'll buy one. Even though I usually set up the ideas, so it's better for me to talk about this one. I want you to try to take the reins and talk about 7 a bit, okay?
7? Ooh, that's a Predator. Ooh, this one was an interesting one to make. I mean, we had to figure out what it was gonna be about, so we were like,
Oh,
Sopranos.
it was interesting. Yep. We had, but I thank you for the follow.
Oh, who followed?
It's gonna pop up in a second. Let's see.
Oh. Liam Pendergast. You know what that means?
There's no way that these are actually the people. It has to be like somebody making these accounts. There's no way that Giovanni and Liam. Oh yeah, Torque for the stream. Can you oh, that's what you're got. Okay, no more. We don't want to give him too much. We don't want to give him too much because we gotta have an OnlyFans. If you don't know, go follow the Wild Boys OnlyFans.
Johnny Sins is gonna be on the next podcast.
Yeah, he's a special guest actually. We didn't want to. No, he's not. We wish. I would love to take one from Johnny
That would
Sins.
be awesome.
In both ways.
I'll email him. I'll email him.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get Johnny Sins on for you guys. But
I'll do everything in my best to get.
let's talk about 7.
Anyways, yeah, we got sidetracked. Anyways, yeah. So then we were like, well, who was gonna play which character? You know, Shane had to play his favorite character.
I originally was thinking about playing Tony, but Tony Soprano fits Brennan's look so much because I know more about the character, but I think Brennan actually, yeah, he's fat, but he's also not really like he's not.
His nose is kind of. Big.
Yeah, he looks like Tony. You know what I'm saying?
And like it's kind of like the hair goes back a little.
Yeah, like Tony's, like his head.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And
So that episode, we really started off again, like all episodes, started off with the idea Sopranos, and then we molded it into how it was. But a lot of the stuff, like us playing poker, that was just us saying, "Hey, you want to play poker?" Because they play poker in the Sopranos, and I like poker, so let's play poker. Let's play poker, right? Let's play poker. If you didn't notice, we had Godfather music in the background ringing out.
It was awesome. You know, Connor, the reason why he shows up later.
Actually, yes, that's the reason he shows up later in the video. It's
he
not.
Been in the video from the beginning, but it actually kind of worked out that he showed up later. But he showed up later because what? His
track. He had track.
He does track. Yeah, because he's a skinny boy. And he played what? Little Carmine, Big Carmine.
He played Big Carmine. I think Alex played Little.
Yeah. And then, oh my god, then the burning the match scene, bro.
The mat scene was pretty cool. We had that. We actually made we're starting to make trailers for them, and they do pretty well. They do pretty
It
well.
hypes up, it gets hype. It hypes up.
Horny Kid, thank you for the follow, Horny Kid.
Horny kid,
Horny
alright.
Kid.
You know what you get for that?
A twerk. A twerk. Bro, stop following this. I want to talk about the Wild Boys, not twerk.
Alright, try again.
Okay. Okay, you did it?
Yes.
If you haven't noticed, I'm like pacing around my room. I'm not sitting still.
Really?
I've been in the
I
bathroom.
can't sit still. I'm just like,
Yeah, I know. I'm in the bathroom right now, actually talking. Is my audio fine?
Yeah, it's perfect. That's why I didn't notice.
Okay. But so, where were we? Oh, we're talking about Connor that day. Yeah, Connor.
Well, yeah, he showed up later. We got more scenes because he showed up later.
Yeah.
It just worked out.
That was such a perfect thing to do because it adds texture to the story. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's not you see somebody in the beginning, they don't show up in the end. You see somebody at the start, then they don't show up in the end. You don't see them in the beginning, they show up in the middle part. So it's a perfect thing that added texture to the story because you're not always gonna have everybody everywhere at once, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised we were able to get that many people on that day.
Yeah. It added that perfect thing because Brody's character, Christopher Montesalte, he's Tony Soprano's nephew, and he's like an associate, and then he always wanted to actually get made into the mob. And usually to get made into the mob, you need to do a job. Usually that job is an assassination. You need to whack somebody. You need to kill somebody to prove your loyalty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Connor showing up later on added that perfect idea in our mind. Well, we wanted him to get made already, right? And now we have a reason for him to get made.
Exactly.
So now
it just works out.
Yeah, and then when he gets made, because Connor is the lead of the mafia, when he gets made, we wanted to make Tony the Don. And because he killed the Don, right? Then we can add a new Don in. And that's when we got that scene downstairs.
Exactly. It was perfect.
Oh my god, speaking of that scene, remember us trying to prick our fingers? Tell him about it.
That was bad.
Tell him about it.
So basically, we were trying to prick our fingers for a clip, just a little bit of blood, and we just couldn't get it. We heated it up, like cool, couldn't get it. So then we ended up Shane, started punching a punching bag till his knuckles bled.
Because I read on the internet that like if you get your blood flowing, it's easier to poke your finger. So I was wailing my punching bag, and then my knuckles started bleeding. So we're like, oh, I don't even need to prick my finger anymore.
Yeah, his knuckles were bad like a week. For like a week and a half.
Recording. Well, I want to stop.
Okay, I'm sorry about that little bite that you got just there. I just wanted to see if our audio was actually captured.
Yeah.
But yeah, my knuckles, they have scars on them from that moment, but who cares?
Another thing, this never happened in the Wild Boys, but since we're on the topic of Shane getting hurt, we were at a creek, and the man had to jump over a fence.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It went wrong, and sliced him down his arm.
It's happened. People get caught on fences all the time.
And it was bad. It was from like all the way up here to
This
down.
This time, I guess I was unlucky. People get caught on fences all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
basically what happened, I was just going over the fence, and then because your arms have to go somewhere, the spot where it was just so happened to get slit, like cut my wrist. I have a scar right there. It's kind of cool, actually. I tell people,
It's a tall fence, though.
I tell people I got mauled by a bear, and luckily I got out because I'm the only person that uses a brain. So I saw an entrance to let John in because I don't know how John would have got
I
out.
don't know how he missed that entrance, by the way.
Yeah, because so on that one, that's not a video. That should have been a video. Now that I think about it, but that's
It should have. I don't know why we weren't recording that.
yeah, that's not a video.
It's the water. There's too much water.
Too much water to record there. So and that would be an awesome video to
I'm
go
gonna
back
have to
there.
buy something so where I can't get my phone wet, but I can still record.
Yeah. And also, I think, actually, I don't know. No, I don't think so. I'm thinking that your phone would go down the stream. I don't think it would. I think it would just hit the bottom.
Yeah.
But that one, so what happened on that one, again, Connor's a track, so he came in late. And then because he's a athletic boy, he can jump the fence, right? And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to jump this tall-ass fence. But I did jump the tall-ass fence, and then we found the gate to open it.
Yeah, it was like 2 steps away.
How about you talk about some of the Wild Boys you've been in?
I've been in all of Wild Boys.
I know. Talk about like 1, 2, 4. Talk about it.
1. Well, Wild Boys 1. It was originally gonna be called like Boys Adventures.
Yeah. I actually did remember that.
Real quick, and it kind of upsets me that it's called Wild Boys because there already is a show called Wild Boys with
by
like,
Steve-O,
Jackass
right?
members.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. They spelled theirs with a Z.
Ours has an S.
Alright, so it's different.
It's very different.
But anyway, yeah, Wild Boys 1 just kind of happened. I was like, what if I recorded this and made a vlog series? Why did I just get an alert on my phone that says, charging not available, liquid has been detected?
Oh, that you got your phone in water somehow.
How? It's been sitting here, bro.
Then it could just be a misread, so unplug it, plug it back in, and then click emergency override.
Alright, it does that sometimes. It just says...
Some people's moisture, I was actually talking to Aiden, his, like, moisture thing in his phone is broken, so it won't let him charge it.
What does emergency overdrive do?
Override, it just lets you charge while your phone is wet. But your phone isn't wet, so it's not gonna hurt anything.
Yeah, I don't know why, yeah, it's probably just because of the moisture. It's kinda... It is hot in here.
Oh yeah, I had to turn my AC on, I just turned it off. Yeah, we'll wait a second for him to come back here. But I just love the jank setup here. I don't have a webcam, and he's on a school Chromebook.
Yeah.
I'll buy a webcam for podcasts too, but we could literally put out a podcast like every day, every other day, and I'd be fine doing that. Yeah.
It's easy work.
Because we get
I'm
to.
clip farming, by the way.
Oh, you're gonna post clips?
Oh, I have it screen recording.
Oh, okay, perfect. So let's go back to 1. So the thing about 1, all I know about 1 really was I was there. We were making a video, because John makes videos. If you go back to his videos, he just deleted a lot of them. But John makes videos. He's made videos for a while now, right? But so I just knew we were making a video. So I think I actually have the first. Do I have the first line, or do you have the first line?
I think it might be you.
I think I have the first line. I usually start off the videos, but all I knew is we're making a video. I'm like, I want to get in this, and then. Let's say 5 minutes later, I got texted I had to go home, so I went home. The one about Wild Boys 1, though, that's literally, I'm telling you, that's literally just, maybe 2 hours, I would even say 2 hours, of just us walking through the woods.
And all we did is a big loop, basically.
Yeah, a big loop on that one.
We ended up on the other side of the school base.
So the one that started it was just us walking in the woods for maybe an hour. Maybe 2 hours. And
number 2 is kind of the same.
Number 2 is the same, but I was actually going to mention number 2 has something special in it that's kind of different. And number 2, in the end of the video, you guys are actually in like you know Mateen's videos. Mateen, shout out to Mateen. He makes videos. At least he used to make videos. I don't know if he does anymore. But shout out to him. He used to make videos at least. So Mateen just like goes around and pranks people, right? That's not really our style, I guess. Wait, that's sort of our style. That's sort of our style, but that's not really our style, right? But we kind of, I'd say, took a play out of his book, not purposely.
The bills are not that high. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I don't think purposely though, right? Like you didn't be like, oh, let's go into a. So that one, it really kind of shows the direction of Wild Boys after. At the end of 2, it really shows that it's kind of a change of direction. Not purposely, right? But it shows that we're moving on to bigger and better things, right? It's not just a 1 hour walk in the woods. It's a camp in the woods, right? It's a camp in the woods, but bring food and let's actually camp there, right? It's a scripted thing, or it's a baseball thing. It's branching out. It's branching out, right? And you can see those branches really grow at 2, I would say.
Yeah, I say that's when it really starts going out.
And then, of course, free you could say is a whole different tree.
It's
a whole different tree. Yeah. And then talk about 4. Let's talk about the disaster 4 was. But I don't like saying that.
It's gonna happen someday.
I feel narcissist when I say 4 was a disaster because basically I feel narcissist because I wasn't in it. So me calling 4 disaster almost feels like I'm like disrespecting you guys. I hope that's not a thing, right? Like it doesn't. I hope it doesn't feel like I'm disrespecting you guys when I say 4's bad, but I think 4's bad, right?
I agree. I think I should explain what happened though.
Yeah, well, actually, there's one. Can I say one thing about 4, and then you can get started on it?
Yeah.
The one thing about 4 that shows such upsides is the editing in 4 is actually the best to that point. It's better than free. He made these nice cards, like you can see on the screen right now, right? See Shane, you see Italian, Smart Nice, you see the screen, right? He made those in 4, and they're really nice in 4. They're nice in free as well. But the editing in 4 is beautiful. But but he's gonna explain where it went wrong there. Okay, so
basically, I needed a video because it was like 2 months since I uploaded a Wild Boys, and Connor just kind of called me up and said, "You want to go fishing?" So it was like me, Bryce, Brennan, and we fished. I hate fishing, by the way. It's very boring. But yeah, Connor's a fishing guy. So I had to get a video. I was like, I may as well. I need a video fast. So we recorded one day, recorded another day, and I didn't know what to record, and it just kind of went wrong because there was nothing to record. Just sitting there fishing in the hot weather.
Like, of course, there's clippable moments, I guess, in 4, right? There's of course Bryce with his shirt off, that funny photo. Is that funny photo? Yeah.
Yes,
is that classic? But it's not, in my opinion, it's not content.
It is not. It's just garbage.
I don't know about, again, the editing in that video, like you said, we were talking about this. The editing in that video is, I would say, the best up to that point out of all of them.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because there's no, I feel like in a Wild Boys video, I don't know how to say this because I feel like I'm right but also wrong.
It's hard to explain, yeah.
Because what I'm gonna say here, I also disagree with. So take both sides of the coin. I think a Wild Boys video has an overarching story, but also not. That's the thing, right? It's like, does a Wild Boys video have an overarching path, right? Or is it just branch off every single moment? Like every single next edit is a different branch of it. Do you agree with that, or do you think?
No, I agree. That's accurate.
Do you think there's an overall story? And like, because I like both ideas, right? I think there's an overall story to them, but I also think, I guess
there's a story, but it's also kind of random at points.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, you hit it there. So we have an overarching story, but there's definitely a lot of branches off that go from that story. The thing is about 4. Is that there was no story, in my opinion. At least, I mean, there was the fishing, right? But
kinda one.
But the thing about the fishing is there's really no fishing content because there can be no fishing content.
We didn't catch a single fish in that video.
Nobody wanted to watch fishing content, so John didn't even really post the fishing parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's really no story. It's kind of just a jumbled up edit of a video. Well,
exactly.
Well, I would say 1, even though 1 is more like 4 in a way, it definitely still has an overarching story. Free 100% has a story. 5 100%, because 5 are going throughout the day, showing you us camping, showing you us what we did that day. It's an overarching story of, we want to camp here tonight, or this is what we want to do, right? And then it ends with the cops getting called. 7, of course, there's a story to 7. 6, of course, there's a story.
Story.
The whole point is a story. 6, there's a story. So there's a lot of stories to them. And there's a lot of branching off moments, especially with the earlier videos. But 4 isn't a story at all, in my opinion. It's all just...
It's just edited... like...
It's trying to take 20 minutes of recording and trying to make a video out of that. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's almost like You just record and hope something happens.
Exactly. So it's sitting there. It's just recording you throughout a thing, and then when they're fishing, of course, they're not going to record as much because you want to just sit, relax, and talk, right?
That's the point of fishing. It's just quiet, not much to talk about.
But again, it's just recording for 20 minutes of you walking through the thing and hoping something happens, and nothing happened in that video.
Yeah.
And
Kind of
the
like this $1 bill. You expect something to happen to it, but it just ends up in a stripper's ass crack.
ends up in a stripper's ass crack. Okay, so we got through all of them, but now we still have to do 6. And when we do 6, when we're done with 6, let's talk about some other stuff. Okay, when we're done with this.
Yeah, but anyways, number 6. It's an alright.
6.
Not good. Not bad.
6 is kind of funny.
It's got its moments.
The thing about 6 is there's one really funny thing that I think is like one of the most funny things. It's not haha funny, but it's in retrospect funny.
Is it the beginning?
No, it's the end actually. It's
Really?
not haha funny, because what happened? It's cool to look back in retrospect, and it's crazy it happened. So at the end of it, we found these kids with like in 5 we got shot. In 5 we got shot with Orbeez guns, right? And we got the cops called on us. We got the cops called on us, let's say. But in 6 at the end of it, we see kids with Orbeez guns and we're like, oh my god. 2 episodes in a row.
And there were 2 of them. There were 2 kids.
There were 2 of them. So they started chasing us down, shooting us with Orbeez guns. And that happened in 5. And then it happened in 6. You know how crazy that is? Yeah, that's crazy.
I bet they were dressing up as them for Halloween.
In our last 3 actual video, I like that. But in our last 3 actual videos, we've showed guns and shit. We've been shooting and shit. We kind of have. It's a coincidence, but it's also kind of not, I guess, because it's the shift of our ideas.
It's our content now.
Yeah, it's the shift of our ideas. It's more action based now than
a lot more
walking around. Yeah, it's definitely more action based.
Mm-hmm.
And 6, of course, is a funny part of me doing the Trump impression the whole time. The thing about the Trump impression, right, is I did that whole Trump impression on Halloween morning, right? I'm like, oh my god, I never do Halloween. Let me stop being a stickler, right? Let me stop being a stickler and let's do Halloween. So I got my hat. If I had a webcam, I can show you right now. Actually, I have it right here. I got my Trump 2024 hat as a wig on.
Oh yeah, they can see that. They can actually see that.
And I got a piece of gauze, like medical gauze. I taped the medical gauze to my ear, right? I taped the medical gauze to my ear, and I made Connor draw red on it, so it looked like I was bleeding. And that was my Halloween costume. And the whole... Oh, with a Trump flag. By the way, shout out to John.
You were wearing it, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to John. He actually got me that Trump flag. I did not have the suit that day.
I swear you had the suit on.
Nope, I had a purple, or more maroonish, kind of purple, Nike hoodie on.
Huh, I swear you had this.
Nope, I had it on later for the video. That's why. That's why I had it on for Halloween night when we were actually trick or treating.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
But that day, the whole day, I was doing a Trump impression, and when lunch ends, there's a lot of people mashed up in one hallway. So when that happens, people see something and they get angry. So one person knocked my hat off. I didn't really care. I'm like, okay, they got mad at Trump. The next person ripped my flag, so I ripped it back, right? And then Patrick and you weren't there that day, right, John?
No, I wasn't. No, I was there, but I wasn't in the lunchroom.
Why? I forgot because you weren't.
I just didn't get up. I just kind of sat.
Oh, you didn't get up to go out with us. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Because I went out with Patrick and.
Yeah, me and Bryce were gonna go out the other doors.
Maybe Jonathan. Yeah. Okay, so somebody ripped my Trump flag. I ripped it back, right? And you know how Trump after gets shot, he goes fight, fight, fight. So then I had my arm up with 2 guys around me. Not gay, okay? But you understand, right? The whole Trump scene where he's standing up after he gets shot. A man took a bullet. And he has his arm up with 2 people surrounding him, and he's going, fight, fight, fight. And that's what I was doing, right?
That's
and the teachers got mad at me. I kept doing my Trump impression, right?
They got mad?
They got mad. And because I was so pissed off after that, I reported them to the principal. And I'm not joking you. At least Jonathan and Patrick were laughing their asses off because when I reported them to the principal, I was doing the Trump impression. While I was talking to the principals, I was doing the Trump impression the whole time.
That's awesome.
So that's some Wild Boys 6th lore for you there. That day was eventful of Trump. Everything Trump. Everything Trump that day. Yeah. And I kept doing the impression. I personally think I have a good Trump impression. Some
You
people
do, but that takes out your voice.
It kills my voice, right?
It destroys it.
Because, yeah, oh my god,
It's
that
like a
thing.
day after, and you sounded like you were a chain smoker.
Yeah. Because he has that, he kind of,
Sounds like he's having trouble breathing almost.
at least he used to more. Now he's a bit more relaxed. I mean, he's older.
I think because he's older.
Because he's older, right? But now he's a bit more relaxed, and he's more of, now the Trump impression.
He's a nonchalant redhead.
Yeah, the Trump impression shifted from like loud Trump, like angry, get in your face Trump, and Trump still does that, right? But now it's more of he's eating the dogs, he's eating the cats. He's not doing the groggle in his voice anymore.
Stating out a fact.
They actually did though.
I know. There were a couple months back. There was a girl that got arrested. They got an old woman.
Yeah.
She was on all fours eating a cat.
Yeah, and she had blood on her face. There was body cam footage of it.
Sad.
So it's sad and crazy because people are making fun of Trump. Because of course that's crazy for Trump to say.
She was literally eating a cat.
Yeah, it was real.
Like a zombie, all fours.
Yeah, how the fuck do you eat a cat, by the way?
Oh,
Not cooked. Yeah, you must be insane.
Oh my god, bro.
You can't go into a Walmart and steal a loaf of bread?
Exactly. You'd rather get on all fours and eat a cat?
A raw cat! Too. Like even
Oh, that's just so weird.
eating a cat is sad, right?
What is going through your mind?
Eating a cat is sad, but you also think about it practically, right? You think about it like practically. Why would you ever eat a cat? That's raw.
Exactly.
Why? You're probably gonna die. It definitely if it's
carries diseases.
yeah, especially if it's an outside cat, which it was, because what would you unless she broke into a home, but she didn't. But
No, it was just in the middle of a parking lot.
Yeah. Did she kill it though?
I think I thought she did, and that's why she was in trouble, because she physically killed it.
Why? Because is it not illegal to eat it? No, there's no way it's illegal to eat a
I
dead
think
cat.
it's illegal, but I think she got charged
No,
for also killing it.
I don't think it is illegal. Unless there's the only way that it would be illegal is if there's like a roadkill law, but you can eat roadkill, I think.
You can, so I think she killed it, and that's the main reason.
That's the reason why the cops got. That's the reason why we even have the body cam.
And they also probably called it, because it's kind of weird to see somebody on all fours.
Yeah.
They probably thought it was a zombie.
Yeah, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption, like the OG Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And you know one thing? I've never played Undead. Have you played Undead Nightmares?
No, I've seen people play it though.
Have you played you played the original Red Dead Redemption, right?
Yeah.
Correct? You have?
Yeah.
Okay. I got the Undead Nightmares DLC, but of course I want to finish the game first because I just finished Red Dead 2, so I got to get the story for story's sake. But I've heard people love Undead Nightmares, and I kind of want to play Undead Nightmares.
It actually came free with my Red Dead 1 for some reason.
Yeah, it does come free, but because the thing about Undead Nightmares, right? People love it so much because it's literally almost a story in it. It's a literal whole nother story.
Yeah,
And
it's a whole nother game with the characters you know.
with the characters you know, and you're also you're fighting cowboy or you're fighting zombies in a cowboy style. You can
fighting zombies.
Yeah. Like you can fight zombies in like in Call of Duty zombie style. So it's a whole nother layer to the whole mystique, like the mystique around zombies. And you're playing as a cowboy. So it's that which has never been done before, at least to I know of. Right?
I don't think it's been done.
Yeah. And then there's
Nazi zombies.
Not Nazi zombies, yeah.
Like Princess Zombie Nazi Candy.
From South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Yo, that boss fight, by the way, is hard as shit.
But I just wanna just give me 1 second, please.
Yeah.
We are Does it not say how long I've recorded this video? Sorry.
We've been live for about an hour. About to hit an hour.
Okay, we're gonna hit an hour. I want to read chat real quick.
It hasn't really changed.
Well, actually, my my wolf pack is strong. Mexican power on top. Okay. Let's get back to it. So, Undead Nightmares. I want to play it. Like, if I play it, I'm
thinking about playing it on stream.
It would definitely be a fun game to play on stream, but I think it's another like 15-hour game.
Yeah, it's a long game.
I know, it's in itself a game. Undead Nightmares is in itself a game.
So technically, you could count that there's 4 Red Dead games.
Yeah, I get. Well, it's really a DLC, but yeah, you could.
But there's so much content.
Yeah, and actually, you wanna know what? Undead Nightmares actually might be canon in a way.
Really? You think it's canon?
It might be canon in a way.
Like universe?
No. In the same universe, it might be canon in a way. And I heard this theory literally today. I was watching the video. It's not canon in the sense of like it happened after the story of Red Dead 1, right? Because Undead Nightmares starts at where Red Dead starts, but in your dreams, right? If you dream, you can't make up new faces, right? So if you're gonna dream something, you can't make up a new face. In Red Dead Nightmares, there are no new faces. Everybody John encounters is part of like he's seen them, right? So so theoretically, it could be a dream by John, because if it was this whole other world, you would see brand new zombies, brand new characters, but no, it's the same. It's the same characters he loves, right? And he's worrying. He ties up John and Abigail when Uncle gets bit. They're all the same characters. You play as John.
Okay.
So it could, in a way, just be because in Red Dead 1, when you play the story, he's trying to kill Bill Williamson. Not really Javier Escuela, but he's trying to kill Bill, and then he finds Javier. But the whole I'd say the first half of the game of him trying to hunt down Bill and doing all these missions. He's doing the missions to get the people on the side so he has more firepower. Because in the first mission of the game, after you get off the train, John gets shot by Bill. So he knows he can't do it by himself, right?
Yeah.
So the whole point of the game is basically him trying to get the firepower. The first half is trying to get the firepower to be able to take down Bill. But the reason why he wants to take down Bill is because the government took his family. Mm-hmm. And John, if you played the epilogue, a lot of people don't like the epilogue of Red Dead 2, but I like it.
Really?
People hate the epilogue. I'm telling you, people hate it. I just feel like
it's good. It's calm.
Well, that's why they hate it. Yeah.
But so much happens. Like Arthur dies, huge shootout.
Well, the reason they hate it is because you're going from playing as Arthur, this badass gunslinger, to John, a badass gunslinger, but you're playing him wanting to get his family back. In the normal game, you're almost playing for the moments of action, right? Versus in the epilogue, you're playing for cutscenes.
That is true.
You're playing for the story, even though you're doing that in the normal part, but in the first half of the game, it's way more just you're playing, and then you want to get to that next shootout in Saint Denis, right? You want to get on the boat to shoot people, right?
And then you get to American Venom.
Yeah.
That's a sick mission.
American Venom is an awesome mission, but people hate the epilogue just because of...
You do a lot of chores.
Chores.
Mm-hmm. Cleaning up poop.
But in the epilogue, back to the overarching point. In the epilogue, John is definitely... John's not really a gunslinger anymore. No matter, he is, but he isn't. And at the end of the whole story, when you kill Micah in American Venom, like we're talking about, in American Venom, it's literally putting a bow on the story to put you into Red Dead 1. At the end of American Venom, when he has all the money and he pays his ranch off, right, it is fully and completely about John is a rancher now. John's a family man, right? His whole goal in life to take care of his family. He doesn't want his son in that world. He doesn't want, and his wife would kill him if he was in that world. Like, Abigail is such a nagging bitch, by the way.
I know, every time you go to do something
Yeah.
in the epilogue, she's like, no, John.
Yeah. No, John. But it's
Please don't kill the guy that ruined the entire gang in our lives.
Don't kill her. Oh no! They burned down the Geddes farm, the only people that have ever given you a chance in life. Don't go hurt them, even though they killed your friends, basically.
They could possibly kill you and our son and me, but
Yeah.
no.
No!
Like,
But
come on.
he's definitely a rancher at the end, I would say. He's definitely fully transitioned, in my opinion, at least to a rancher.
Yeah.
We don't...
You know what?
Y'all know what's crazy, though, actually? We don't know what happens in between 1907, when the epilogue happens, and 1911, when we get jumped into Red Dead 1.
I imagine not much.
Not much. Yeah, no, definitely not much. What definitely happens...
Everyone that was coming for him.
What happens is Agent Ross is the one that survives, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other one dies by Abigail, right? In the
Milton, yeah.
Milton died. So Ross survives and he goes back because the Vanderlyn gang is gone, right? But then but everybody disperses. So let's say for the first 3 years up until 1910. And again, this is my theories. I literally have no idea. But they don't really, they're low, right? Javier's low, Bill's low, and then they start getting the gang back. And when Edgar or Ross see this, I don't know, I keep saying Edgar. I feel like there's an Agent when Ross sees this, his job is now to get the people, because his mission's always to the Vanderlyn gang. That's probably what the government pays him for, right? His job, he's the main task force guy to take down the gang. And in a way, they still have a gang. Very separate gangs, right? But they're still threats to society.
Yeah.
So I imagine what happens is they see this recoming, and they want to smush it before it can really start. So they kidnap John's family. Take them, you can say whatever. Sort of kidnapping, but they probably...
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, whatever, right? But they take his family, and then when he's on the train in the first scene, we don't really notice, but his whole goal, you notice when he gets back from killing Bill and then he goes to Blackwater to talk to Agent Ross.
Yeah.
He says, he has lines of dialogue where he's like, "Where's my family now? I did what you wanted."
Mm-hmm.
So his whole thing about killing them was just to get his family back, which is crazy, by the way, that they took his family for that.
I know. Seemed a bit much.
And you want to know something so crazy? Dutch in his final scene is actually the most right character there can be.
But yeah, he literally talks about how, like, they have to justify their wages.
Exactly. In the last scene, and Dutch, like he says, and I just learned this today, actually, Dutch's speech on the mountain where he's like, you can't fight gravity, you can't fight this, you can't fight that, he actually said before in Red Dead 2.
Yeah, bro, I figured that out when replaying. I was like, wait, he says this when he dies.
Yeah, see, I actually read that too, and because when I was in that scene, because I just finished Red Dead 2, right, I always felt when he said, we can't fight gravity, it was like a cue to jump down into the water. But no, that was actually just a speech he did in Red Dead 1. But he gives him that speech, and he's basically saying, you can't choose your own fate. But he also dies on his own account. He jumps off the mountain.
Yeah.
And in that scene, he's talking about how after they kill me, there's gonna be another target. And that's what happens. In the end, they kill John.
It's their job.
They asked John's like voice actor why didn't, because technically when you play the final mission, the final mission as John in Red Dead Redemption, because you can play as Jack after and kill Ross, but if you play the final mission as John, when he leaves, when he puts his son and his wife on the horse, right, and then he makes them leave, and then he opens the barn door to like 50 shooters, really more like 20, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I feel like he could have took them if he played it right.
Actually, you wanna know what he could have? Because my favorite gun in Red Dead Redemption, it's a repeater, right? Like a rifle, and it has 23 bullet magazine. That's enough to kill everybody there.
Yeah.
But
But I feel like he didn't have to go through the front doors. I feel like
no, he didn't. He could have left on the horse with them, and they actually asked John's voice actor, but it's not
He's
about
a
that.
man.
It's
Doesn't
not.
want to win.
Yeah, it's not about that though. It's redemption. It's not Red Dead Revolver.
It's called
Revolver is
Red
different.
Dead Redemption.
Redemption, right? You have the whole idea of redemption. You got to be redeemed. Arthur gets redeemed when he stops being with the gang and he basically helps John, right? He's saying, "I'm going to sacrifice my life so you and your family can live." And John's whole final scene is going through everything, and his final scene is saying, I've done everything for you, right? And his final way of giving them one last redemption and redeeming himself is sacrificing himself so his family can get away.
Yeah, I mean, also, by the way, how does, because when you're Jack, how does Abigail die? Because she's dead when you...
Natural causes.
Really?
We don't know. Probably, yeah. Probably natural causes. Is how everybody says.
That's so weird. I just feel like there's no point of killing her. I mean...
No, there is though, because the reason why they killed her is when you kill Ross in the final mission. Everybody already knows this, but Jack looks at the river with his gun, right, looking like he's gonna throw his gun in the river, but instead he puts his gun in his holster. That is Ross is fishing, so him putting his gun in his holster is basically saying, "I'm not giving up this life," right, and it's sad to see because the whole reason Arthur and John sacrifice themselves.
Okay, we got some guy in the chat going crazy.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, he's like, you gotta deal with this.
What is he saying?
You gotta deal with this, man. I'm too drunk for this.
What is he
I'm
saying?
a Shrek mug. Yeah, Jamie, can we pull that up?
Yeah, Jamie, let's pull that up. Yo,
Jamie,
can I get the what do you mean, can I get the explicit?
what does he the explicit?
Yeah, I am reading chat, dickhead. Are you one of our Wild Boys fans?
I mean, we're talking over here about Red Dead, you know, I mean...
Come. This is supposed to be... Brother, I don't think you understand. This is supposed to go into a podcast form, so I'm trying to record.
Brandon, I don't know.
Oh, shit, I hope it's record... Oh, fuck, John.
It's
Actually,
fine,
no,
I've been
no.
screen recording this whole time.
No, I think it's fine, actually. Okay, dickhead, fuck you. We're gonna go back to our Red Dead talk.
Brandon, I don't know if there's a way you can join.
I'm gonna have to pay for Streamlabs Premium, which probably is over like $5. I don't really care. I'll do it. Not right now, though. I can't do it right now.
Yeah, you have to pay, which is dumb.
I'll do it though. It's probably like $5, unless it's like $50. It could be $50, but streamers, either you're really rich or you're really poor, right?
Do you have donations set up?
Yeah.
Okay, gotta make sure, because you never know when we might get raided.
How about follow me and then I'll talk to you, dickhead? I don't have a followers only chat because I'm a nice person.
Oh, yeah, I didn't either.
Because I'm a nice person, I don't have a followers only chat.
Well,
But
yeah, I know you're FaZe Riser in chat. So I clicked on your profile. You know how.
who the fuck is FaZe Riser? Is he we have a FaZe person in our chat? How about this? Go tell all of FaZe fans to fuck us. Fuck you, FaZe Riser. Fuck you. Fuck you, FaZe. Who the fuck even are you? Oh, fucking Mario fan over here. Little Mario boy. Little Mario boy.
Nonchalant dreadhead.
Little Mario boy. Yeah, shut the fuck up, FaZe Riser.
You can't be racist to fans.
What do you mean racist to our fans? Who the hell is this guy?
He's a nonchalant dreadhead.
And how the hell do we have 4 people watching? We should have like 0.
We should have like 90.
No, come on.
Come on.
But I think people are actually watching this, like Brandon.
Yeah, I know. We had 6 viewers for like 20 minutes.
Okay, we're calling Brandon back. But
anyway, real quick, what do you think Red Dead 3 is gonna be about?
Brandon?
Yeah, I want to say something to that phaser guy. He's pissing me off.
Who is he? Okay, say
How
something
you,
to him.
how you guys get so angry?
Yo,
You guys need to not
phaser,
so
yo, can you
Dreadhead.
shut your bitch ass up? I'm trying to watch the stream without your dumb ass saying in the chat. Like, please shut the fuck up. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, Brandon, can stay in the car real quick. I will literally pay for a for Streamlabs Premium, so you can join in on it, because I want more people to join in on it. Because it's not just you. Like, I want Brennan to be eventually to join in. You know what I'm saying?
So, are we talking about like next episode?
Yeah.
We were talking about Red Dead.
So I'm guessing that's gonna be tomorrow.
John, you wanna make another episode tomorrow?
We could.
Yeah. We were talking about Red Dead.
Here, Brandon, we'll make another episode tomorrow. How about this? We'll set a time. What time you want to do it? 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Yeah.
We'll go 6 tomorrow.
I'm watching the stream right now.
You're literally watching the stream. You're watching the stream. We're talking about a game that nobody plays anymore, and you're watching a stream about. Are you retarded?
Yo, Phaser, can you please shut the fuck up?
Yeah, thank you, Brandon.
I'm trying to watch the Wild Boys podcast, and your bitch ass over here is
If you want to hear us talk about Wild Boys, go watch the podcast. We literally talked about this earlier. We're talking about Wild Boys earlier. Now we're moving on to our interest. Okay?
I fucking love this shit, by the way. You guys are doing an awesome job.
What, is this actually cool?
Huh?
It's fun to listen to? Brendan, I'm actually sorry you can't be part of it. I'm sorry you can't be part of it, by the way.
Wait, who is Phaser? Like, is this someone from our school?
I think
I
it's
don't
like...
know.
It sounds like Giovanni, almost.
It's gotta be Gio.
Because he says right here, can I get... Whoa. It sounds like Giovanni. Fucking go on a treadmill, fatty.
I'm not fat, bitch. Shut your bitch ass up, yo.
But if he's talking to John.
Can we bully Brandon?
But see, I don't ban people because I'm a nice person. I don't ban
You're a
people.
chill guy. You're not.
Yo, Phaser, what are you doing? I'm over here on the podcast. Your bitch ass is watching.
Yeah, he's on the fucking podcast. You're watching it, dickhead. Okay, let's get back to it though, Brandon. You can be part of this if you want, but they're probably not gonna.
The only problem is it's kind of like delayed, so it's like I won't be able to hear John. That's the only problem.
I can hear Brandon.
Okay, so
But I will join tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will join tomorrow.
so you wanna get back on you wanna get back on our talk about Red Dead or what? What do you wanna talk about?
I was wondering, what do you think Red Dead 3 is gonna be about?
Oh, see, y'all know what? I actually wanted to go into that conversation after, but I wasn't gonna say what do you want what do you think Red Dead 3 is gonna be about? I was gonna say I thought I was gonna talk more about, do we think Red Dead 3 should happen or will happen?
I don't think, okay. I
Wait.
want it to happen,
Yeah.
but I don't think it needs to happen.
Yeah.
I think what we need is a DLC for 2 that shows what happened in Blackwater.
No, bro, but the thing about Blackwater, it's supposed to be Mystique event. Because that's what gets people talking about the game like we are right now, right? But
Yeah.
the thing about a Red Dead Redemption 3 is that the story is definitely perfectly laid to rest. The story is laid to rest. The fans aren't. Of course the fans aren't. Because it's a beautiful game.
The online, yeah.
It's a save Red Dead Online.
And maybe if they updated it, but it's alright.
But so it's do I think there will be another Red Dead 3? I actually would say
there will be a Red Dead.
I would say that Rockstar, to make money, because it's a company, is going to make Red Dead 3 100%. I would say they actually started on a Red Dead 3 already.
I think it's gonna come out tomorrow.
No, I think a Red Dead 3 is already in the woodworks. Because they're going to release GTA 6, and then they're going to want a game that... Because Rockstar's always the next blockbuster, right? They're always the next best game, right? So they make GTA 6, and that's the best game until another Rockstar game comes out, right? So I think they actually will release Red Dead 3. Do I think there should be a Red Dead 3? No, I don't think there should.
I don't think there needs to be. I think we have a conclusion. We have our Yeah, for everything. I mean,
Well, we have a conclusion, we have the beginning of it, but also, who are we gonna play as in Red Dead 3?
exactly. Because if it's Jack, it's just gonna be World War One. I mean, but
If
that's not even Western.
I kind of want to do the Hosea. I bet you watched the Act Man video before,
I think I've seen that.
where he's saying, should there be a Red Dead Redemption 3? It was made years ago, but I bet you've watched it, because you said Jack in World War One. I would actually like to play as Hosea in the Civil War, but that's just because I'm a history nerd.
Yeah.
But there's no...
But that kind of takes away the whole Western aspect of it.
Western, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's no way. Do we want to? But we don't want to play as Dutch. There's no redemption in Dutch.
No.
There's no redemption in Dutch.
It's got to be a character that can redeems himself.
Yeah, and we already know the formation of the gang, because John always, in Red Dead Redemption, he never really liked to talk about the past, right? He never talked about the past. Like, they always asked him, he only opened up to a few people about what actually, like, who Bill Williamson and Javier were. He never talked about the past too much. But Arthur and them, they love to talk about that past at that point, right? Like, there's...
Yeah.
In Red Dead Redemption 2, because it's such a detailed game, there's so much we know about actually what happened before, that there's no new character you can add like Arthur Morgan.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to play as, like, who? We're gonna play as the Calendar Boys,
We're gonna
the
play
ones who are...
gang bangers.
Mac Calendar, the one who's notorious for being, like... I think there could actually be another I would be happy if there was another Red Dead title, but not another Red Dead Redemption title.
I know what you mean, yeah. Something in the same world.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Maybe a different gang or something.
I don't even know world. I don't even know if world. I mean more of same idea. Because, like, Red Dead Revolver isn't even in the same world as Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
I know I like to bring up Red Dead Revolver even though nobody cares about Red Dead Revolver. But, like...
It's what started it, I mean.
It's what started it, so... I think there'd be another one where we could do a whole nother Western idea. The only thing is...
it's really cool if they, like, remastered Revolver.
Yeah, well, no, they gotta remaster Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
They had... Bro, if that game got remastered, so many copies would be sold. Oh my god.
Red Dead 1?
Yeah, Red Dead 1. Yeah, Red Dead 1. That's what I'm talking about.
Awesome to see.
Well, of course, everybody, yeah, so many
Everyone
copies.
would go crazy, because that's what everyone wants. Like, just like how everybody wants a God of War remaster, but they won't do it.
Or a Bloodborne remaster. You're not real. I know you're not into the, like, Dark Souls games, like they're not, like...
I know about it.
Yeah, Bloodborne remaster. Bloodborne's considered a top 10 game of all time by some people, right? And the Bloodborne remaster, Sony said they have the rights to make it. So every state of play... I watched Asmongold's video about it, but every state of play, it's an edge. They edge people. Because the Sony state of play, everybody just wants to hear Bloodborne remaster, God of War remaster, right?
But they won't do it. They just won't do it.
Why do we think game companies don't remaster game? You think because they think people won't buy it?
They have the money. They have the rights.
I think it's because they think people won't buy it.
But everyone wants it, bro. I would love to see God of War remastered.
Well, because their whole goal is to make money, right? That's what a company's goal is to do. So, why would they not make a remaster?
Yeah. I mean, people are already saying we're not gonna get a God of War new game for a little while.
The Mafia remaster, everybody loved. Everybody that plays Mafia games, which it's a kind of small community, but the Mafia Definitive Edition changed Mafia 1, because Mafia 1 was made in, like, 2003. So it's like an arcade game, basically. You go from an arcade game to a good-looking Red Dead Redemption 1, if not better-looking game.
You know what pisses me off that they remastered?
What?
The Last of Us 2. They remastered it when it already looked amazing.
Yeah. You think is the whole point of a remaster just for looks, or is it also physics? I'd say usually looks.
It's usually looks, but sometimes they add other stuff.
Yeah. Well, because probably Rockstar definitely has the same engine that they don't delete stuff like that.
No.
But I was gonna say, do you think they have the same engine that they made Red Dead Redemption on? But, like, yeah, it was made in 2010, but also, who's gonna take that and put it in a delete can? Nobody,
Yeah.
right? Like it's like
There's no
so
point in deleting it.
they could remaster it off the same engine.
It'd be cool if they did.
Red Dead 3, I don't see it I see it in the woodworks. I don't like, what I don't like is that there's the possibility that Red Dead Redemption 3 is just gonna be you playing as a brand new character before what happened in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
And I don't like the story about Jack either because there's no redemption playing as Jack. It's actually the opposite of redemption.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everybody sacrificed their life for you. And if you think about it, Arthur really didn't sacrifice for John. He sacrificed for Jack. Like, he really sacrificed for Jack, right? Like,
And
he might have...
he didn't want him to become a gunslinger.
He might have thought he sacrificed for John to change John's life, but John's really older, you know what I'm saying? And John knows he can't escape from that life. You know that. So, it's really he sacrificed for Jack. So, Jack becoming a gunslinger makes no sense.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying that he becomes one.
Do you think that Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA are in the same universe?
I want to say yes, so bad.
I don't think there needs to be a Rockstar
I don't think it
universe,
matters, but I think it would be cool if they technically were.
Y'all know what'd be crazy about a Rockstar connected universe? Well, the thing is, the reason why I asked that is because, of course, everybody knows in Franklin's house there's a book that's called Red Dead by Jay Marston. So, and of course, Jack's the one that wanted to become the author. So, in at least GTA 5, there's a hint to that Jack became a writer and made a book.
Yeah.
And I don't think
there's
there's
one girl that becomes like a writer.
Mary Beth,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, she changes her name.
Yeah.
And then there's the thing about the craziest thing about the Rockstar connected universe, if it was connected, is that you know how crazy of a world that would be? Because in New York City, at the same time you have Red Dead Redemption happening, you have the mob happening in New York City. And then you have GTA happening.
That is kind of weird.
Do you like the decision to go back to Miami GTA 6?
Ooh, I think it's fine. I think it works as it.
I think it's the right decision. Yeah, 100%. I think it
awesome.
is. Yeah, I think it is. I think choosing Miami is also cool because you have all the other cities around it. The thing about Miami is I hope this doesn't sound racist, right? But in all of our Rockstar GTA games, there was never really a game that was held in like a majority black city, and I want to see that happen. Like I hope that doesn't sound crazy.
No, I get it.
Because you have Miami, which is majority Latino, so it's more like Scarface. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally like the movie. If you ever played Vice City, like the mob, there you literally join like the Cuban mob in that game.
Yeah.
And then in New York City, of course, it's like the Italian. You have the Eastern Slovak. You have like Brandon down there. Is he Slovakinator? You have the Slovak. You have the immigrant class. Less of like because in all the cities we've been in, there's never really been like a black majority. So I think it would be cool to see Atlanta happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would Atlanta be like? Because it's a different world. Really, the race doesn't matter of a person, right? But it is different cultures. You know what I'm saying? The Cuban gangsters are gonna be different than the black gangsters raised in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But 100% that Vice City's an awesome choice.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Do you think that GTA 6 will be the last one and they'll branch off of it, or do you think they'll make new GTAs?
Everybody says it's gonna be the last, and I
feel like it's gonna be the last, but they're gonna build off of it. I don't.
Yeah, no, I think it has to be the last.
And you know, I've been thinking about this. The production of GTA 6, it's like they have to get this perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what the person who made it said. He said they're not releasing it till it's perfect.
Yeah, and they have to add every detail. Like maybe someday they'll be like, wait, what if we add this because it happened in real life? And then like it's a hour process they have to do now.
Yeah. It's really it's the way that they actually keep silent about the game is so perfect for the game's future. Because what happens with games is, well, because it's a podcast, we'll pull up Jamie, we'll say, and we'll do some stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to my computer here, and we're gonna do some stuff. So, the thing about releasing a trailer, the thing about releasing a trailer of a video game is once you release a trailer, it's expected, right? So, if it's not ready, then you have to keep delaying it, and you have to keep pushing it back, because everybody thinks, oh, you released a trailer, the game is ready. Give us the game, right? The thing about GTA 6 being in silence is that if they delay it, it's like, well, we had no information about the game in the first place.
Exactly, and that's why they won't reveal the release date, because they don't know for sure.
They don't know for sure, and they don't want to tell you, because if they tell you, then everything will be a disappointment if it doesn't. Here, so I have, can you see this actually, or no? No, you
What,
cannot.
you have something pulled up?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch our view, okay?
Yeah.
In our Streamlabs here. Okay, your face isn't on this one. Wait, John, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need to send you another link on Discord to a different cam, okay?
Yes, man, sure.
So we're gonna switch. Actually, here. You know what? I'll get rid of Brandon for now.
Yeah, there's no point of him.
So I'll get rid of Brandon so we can see what's happening.
Oh, let's get naked.
Because I wanna show you like Cyberpunk. You know, everybody knows Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah. Awful release.
Yeah, awful release, but also, did you know that it was actually supposed to be made and it was, the trailer came out in 2013?
Oh my god.
Yeah, they were working on this game forever.
It was so buns.
Yeah, and when it came out, it was still laggy.
And that's what they're worried about, what will happen with GTA 6.
Well, I guess that's what I'm worried about. I don't want...
What if it's a buggy, glitchy mess?
Exactly, so them being silent is perfect. Okay, so we have a little cam so you can see what we're seeing here. John, can you see this on the screen?
Yeah.
Just if you're on the Twitch, okay. So this is what Cyberpunk 2027 was originally supposed to be made as. This isn't, no, it's not copyrighted because it's a stream. You're gonna have to black it over in the
That's fine.
video. It's so different.
This came in so much hype.
So much hype. Because it was supposed to be basically GTA 6. The next huge game. These guys made The Witcher. Everybody knows The Witcher. Look at these graphics for 2013. Pretty good, right? Not bad at all. Okay.
This game could be huge.
Okay, I think we've seen enough because it's not really a story-related trailer.
Yeah, it's just showing graphics basically.
So this we'll get rid of that. Let me just get rid of the overlay so people don't get annoyed by that. So the thing about the can't wait for episode 2 Big Daddy debut. Okay. So the thing about that is when it was made, it's like everybody they just wanna I'm sorry, I'm kinda getting I gotta drink a bit. It's like 12.
But he's not sober right now.
So when they made the game, everyone and their mothers wanted it in 2013. So they by saying that in 2013, it's like if Rockstar posted a trailer about GTA 6 in 2017.
That'd be crazy.
You know how ridiculous that would be?
That would be insane.
Because they were working on it back in 2013, right? So if they posted a trailer in 2017, then you're getting all your fans hyped for it, and then they're expecting it in the next year or two, right? Because they think, well, you posted a trailer, the game has to be in its final stages, right? But no, you just began. So I think them being silent is a perfect move. To make it so if their game isn't perfect by their expected launch day, they just say, you know what? Push it back 5 months. Nobody's gonna know.
Exactly. But how much do you think this game is gonna cost when you go to buy it?
I think it's gonna be 70. Everybody says it's gonna be 100. I think it's gonna be 70.
Oh, I think it should be 100. I think it's gonna be like 80 to like 100.
Really?
I think it's gonna be an expensive game.
Well, it
It's
definitely
an expensive game.
it definitely has to be
At least 70 or higher.
it's gonna be 70.
By the hour.
You remember that Fury coming out? They should charge
that was
per hour.
bad, bro. The CEO was talking about it.
The CEO was talking.
The idea.
He said I like the idea because
Jesus Christ.
to be fair to him,
Like I understand that would add up.
It would add up so much.
Like look at your hours on GTA 5.
Yeah, even if it's like 20 cents an hour, I'm still over $100.
Yeah.
Because I have a few thousand, but the game market, they used to sell a $60 game, or it was $50 back in the day, back in the 1990s, for game cartridge, right? And games are getting bigger and more expensive. Games keep getting bigger and more expensive, but the price stays the same. The problem is the price is staying the same, but the games are getting bigger and more expensive. So what do you do?
Last year, I mean, games have gone up about $10 or about $70 now.
Yeah, since 2020 when PS5 and Xbox Series X came out.
Bigger games.
I think fairly, if we adjusted to inflation, the price should be like $120. I think it's fair for them, and once they do it, they're gonna do it. Actually, I changed my mind. GTA 6 will cost $100. And when GTA 6 costs $100, everybody's gonna make their game cost $100, it's fair.
I think I saw something about that.
It's very fair. It's very fair though.
Yeah, for a game that they're putting like millions in this.
$2 billion in
$2 billion
GTA. $2 billion in GTA 6.
They gotta make revenue.
They have to, and
if they don't if it doesn't do good, it's over.
It's definitely gonna do good.
Oh, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be crazy.
And Take-Two is so big that if GTA 6 doesn't sell good, which still not selling good is like $2 billion, but if it doesn't sell good, then they're still gonna be fine. But
I don't think it's not gonna do. I think it's gonna do amazing.
Oh, I think it's
GTA 6.
It's gonna do amazing because even if the game sucks, everybody's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Tell me you're not gonna buy it. Tell me if you could buy it, you're not gonna. If you could buy it,
I would easily get on that.
If you could buy it and you watched all the reviews and they're like, "Do not buy this game." Red alert! Do not buy this game.
I'm still gonna buy it.
You're still gonna buy the game because you're like, it's GTA 6. They're gatekeeping, right? They have to be doing something. So on the PC game market, and it's the same idea of the PC game market, why nobody releases their games on PC anymore, is that 33% of PC gamers buy the game out in full price. Another 33% of gamers on PC buy the game at, let's say, half price or lower, where they go on a website, like a key website. If you ever watch a gaming ad, there's like a CD key, where you go on the website and you buy a key to the game, and it's like half off, right? Probably less than half off, actually. Like, more than half off. Like, 70% off. And then another third of gamers get all their games for free. So that's 66% of gamers who don't buy the games at full price on PC. So it's that whole idea, right? It's that they're not going to bring it to PC because they're not making money off of the actual game. So that's why I think they're going to raise it to $100.
Yeah.
That's why I think they're going to raise it to $100. So they can make money off of the game there. Well, you want to see if anything's trending on Twitter? Live Twitter check.
Do you think we'll get the PS6 first or GTA 6 first?
GTA 6.
Really? I feel like we'll get the PS6 first.
No. No way, they're already gonna make it.
I think we're gonna get the PS6 announcement in the next month.
You think
No, not next month. Couple months.
You think? Really? You
Yo,
think
but
that?
there's been so much talk about it.
Yeah, I've seen that. You think that the more that games get scaled up, the faster they're gonna have to release
Well, that's what I'm saying.
like
is
consoles?
GTA 6 gonna be able to work on PS5?
Compared to PCs, right? PCs, they're very strong, right? And you can upgrade them. So it's the idea of people upgrading their PC every 4 years because they need more parts. So I think, yeah, really. By the way,
PS5, it might. What if it's super hard for it to hold
I-
GTA 6?
this is probably a lie because of course they want to talk about it. But it says right here, some rumors: GTA 6 trailer 2 is expected to be released early next month.
They keep saying that every month. They
Yeah.
said that back in December.
Yeah, but I think Tez, Tez, Tez 2. I think Tez 2 said it.
Oh wow.
You need to play GTA 5 modded. I think to get the idea of how good GTA 6 will be, you need to play modded GTA 5. And of course it's going to be completely different, but for a console gamer as you, I mean I still play console. I play a lot of console, but I'd say I'm no longer really a console gamer, right?
Yeah.
So a console gamer going from GTA 5 to 6 is going to be crazy. Because I play 5M. I play all of the stuff where it's like, yeah, it's upgraded GTA 5, and upgraded GTA 5 is still one of the best games there is. So what do you think GTA 6 is going to be like?
Oh my god, GTA 6 is gonna be crazy. I couldn't even imagine what it's gonna be like.
The map's going to be double as big. Every building you can go in.
Bro, the missions, I couldn't imagine what the main story, and then online is gonna be insane.
Online's gonna be so. Oh my god, everybody and their mother's gonna be online.
Bro, the online.
We could probably fill up a lobby, even though the lobbies are gonna be bigger now. We could probably fill up a lobby of just our friends.
Oh my god, for sure.
Like 100%. We could
get so many people on.
We could probably get at least 50 people. I would say 50 people that we know, because we're gonna add somebody, and they're gonna add 5 people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And those 5 people are gonna add 5 people.
GTA 6.
It's
Everybody
GTA 6.
wants this game.
I can get my cousins on and shit. But
I can get some people on. I know.
yeah.
I know some guys that would be willing to get on.
What do you think?
I'm gonna make sure my GTA 6 character looks exactly like my 5 online character.
You think the future of video games are long drawn out games that take a while to make, or short games that they release every year to make a ton of money?
Oh, that's gonna be long.
I disagree.
Really? So it's gonna be easy cash grabs?
100% it's gonna be easy cash grab. That's the whole idea of online. If GTA
Well, and that's what it's like with movies and shows now. I mean, movies nowadays are so butt.
Well, I like how we say nowadays, when really it's always been like, they've always tried to make money. The difference is now that it's been around for a while, they know how to make money, right?
Yeah.
It used to be, well, let's make a good game because a good game brings in money. No, a good game doesn't bring in money. It's the name that brings in money.
The AI that they've been using for movies and stuff now.
Yeah, I have.
The AI is crazy. It's gotten insane the last
Yeah, like
year.
the AI Coca-Cola ad pisses me off so much.
That was bad. The AI Coca-Cola ad.
But they're.
Changed it.
I think Chevy had an AI ad, and their AI ad is way worse than Coke's.
It's like, come on.
Chevy's AI ad pisses me off more than Coke's. Because Coke's is bad just because it's unhuman, but Chevy's AI ad is...
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh, it makes me want to hurt myself.
It was bad.
Disclaimer, I do not want to hurt myself.
Disclaimer, do not watch the Chevy ad or you might die.
You might die. You might
want to blow your brains out.
Bro, Starlink? You seen Starlink?
Yeah, that's pretty...
What do you think about Starlink? I kind of want to... bro, buying a Starlink would be awesome. I just don't know if I'd ever use it.
I'm gonna get Neuralink, bro, tomorrow.
Neuralink? I want to get Neuralink. So
You can get Neuralink first, and I'll see if I want.
Would we get Neuralink?
Ooh, would I get Neuralink? I mean, could I use it in school?
Yeah, it's Neuralink.
Oh, I'm gonna use it then.
You're gonna use it just for... Of course I'd get Neuralink. But the problem with Neuralink is everybody says it's the mark of the beast, so if it is, then that's sad. Like, that's awful.
I'm gonna let the reviews come out first, okay? And if anyone dies from it,
No, but they already gave it to free people, and the people that have
And
gotten
they
it.
started, bro, like the one person was able to like be a person.
Yeah, I don't.
You
It's
weren't a vegetable anymore.
yeah, it's like they give it to disabled people and they can move and like it's crazy.
Yeah, there was this guy who was disabled and he wasn't able to like use computers, but then he was actually able to use it. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Use it on Larry, make him a huge.
Use it on Larry. Use that on Larry.
Yeah.
You have any topics you want to talk about before we end this off here? Is any stuff that have been on your mind? We've been talking about GTA. We talked about Wild Boys already. You wanna
We talked about Wild Boys for like an hour. You wanna
head to like conspiracy theories? What do you wanna go to?
I don't know what's going on in the world right now.
I'd say nothing really. Stuff's
Yeah,
happening. We have the podcast president Trump who's doing stuff every day, like 2 hour
I
stuff
might be
every
able to
day.
get Joe Rogan on the podcast.
Want to get Joe Rogan on the pod?
I might be able to get it done. Gotta make some calls.
We could talk about conspiracy theory. What do you want to talk about?
I don't really know. I mean,
Well, then I think this is a successful first episode, brother, and I think we're gonna leave it here.
we went for an hour and 40 minutes.
And we're gonna have another person on tomorrow. We will post another one of these tomorrow. Probably gonna be tomorrow. Depends on the editing. But yeah,
I might be able to get this one out tonight.
This was successful first episode. Thank you to everybody watching. We've had consistently 4 people this whole time. Probably bots, but 4 people watching consistently good. And I think we're gonna end it here. Goodbye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We hope you liked our first episode of the Wild Boys podcast. And always have a good day.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Goodbye, guys.
Hey, guys.